Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we are reading Canto 2, Chapter 10, and verse number is 33. So I will decide 3 times. Etad bhagavato rupam isthulam te vyahratam maya mahi adibhischa varnera ashtabhir bahiravritam. Etad bhagavato rupam isthulam te vyahritam maya mahyadibhischa varnera ashtabhir etad bhagavato rupam isthulam te vyahritam maya mahyadibhischa varnera ashtabhir. Please recite.
एतद्भागवतो रूपं स्थूलं ते व्याहृतं मया मह्यादिभिश्चावर्णैः अष्टाभिर्बहिरवृतम्। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
एतद् भगवतो रूपं स्थूलं ते भयाहृतं मया माहि आदिभिश्चावर्णैः अस्ताभिः बहिः आवृतम्। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
एतद् भगवतो रूपं स्थूलं ते व्याहृतं मया मही आदिभिश्चावर्णैः अष्टाभिर्बहिरावृतं तम्।
Hare Krishna.
एतद् भगवतो रूपं स्थूलं ते व्याहृतं मया मह्यादिभिश्चावरणैः अष्टभिर्बहिरावृतम्।
Etad bhagavato rupam sthulam te vyahritam maya mhay adibhis chavaraner ashtabhir bahir avratam. Synonyms: all these, etad, all these, Bhagavata, the personality of Godhead, Rupam, form, Sthulam, gross, Te, unto you, Vyahratam, explained, Maya, by me, Mahi, the planets, Adivi, and so on, Cha, unlimitedly, Avaranahi, by covering, Ashtabhi, by 8, Bahi, external, Avratam, covered. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: thus, by all these, the external feature of the personality of Godhead is covered by gross forms such as those of planets, which were explained to you by me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. As explained in Bhagavad Gita 7.4, the separated material energy of personality of Godhead is covered by 8 kinds of material coverings: earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All these are emanations from the personality of Godhead as his external energy. These coverings are just like the coverings of the clouds for the sun. The cloud is a creation of sun, yet it actually covers the eyes so that one cannot see the sun. Sun cannot be covered by the clouds. Clouds can at most extend a few hundreds of miles in the sky, but the sun is far greater than millions of miles. So a 100-mile covering is not competent to cover millions of miles. Therefore, one of the various energies of Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot, of course, cover the Lord. But these coverings are created by him to cover the eyes of conditioned soul who want to lord it over the material nature. Actually, the conditioned souls are covered by the illusory creative cloud of matter. And the Lord reserves the right to of not being exposed to their eyes. Because they have no eyes of transcendental vision, and because they cannot see personality of Godhead, they therefore deny the existence of the Lord and the transcendental form of the Lord. The covering of the gigantic material feature is accepted by such men with a poor fund of knowledge. And how this is so explained in the following verse. Om Ajnanatimirasya Jnananjana Chakshur Unmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Utapadikamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajim Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsa Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatane Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gorattu Sharma पंचतत्वात्मकम कृष्णम भक्त रूप स्वरूपकम भक्तवतारम भक्ताख्यम नमामि भक्त शक्तिकम वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुतदे प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। श्रवतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्य श्रवण कीर्तन हृदयन्तस्तु भद्राणि विधनोति स्वरसताम् नष्टप्रायश बद्धेषु नित्यं भागवतस्य भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्ट। हरे कृष्ण। So I'll recite this verse one more time. Etad bhagavato rupam sthulam te vyahratam maya mahe adibhischa chavaraner ashtabhir bahi avratam. Thus, by all these, the external feature of the personality of Godhead is covered by gross forms such as those of planets, which were explained to you by me. So here, Srila Prabhupada mentioned the purport that the reason why we cannot see the Lord's form is because we are covered by Maya. Even though Lord's universal form is described by Sukdev Goswami here, that external feature of the Lord, this material world, is actually covered by those planets which were covered by the gross form such as planets. So here, Srila Prabhupada giving a very nice point here that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 7.4, Bhumi apo anulo vayu khammana buddhireva cha ahankar ityam me bhinna prakriti ashtadha. So Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita 7.4 that my external energy is actually eightfold, separate energy consisting of earth, water, fire, air, sky, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So this is the external energy of the Lord. And this external energy is basically these 8 coverings are there. So now we see that in this material world, the difference of planets are there. Different things are available here, different bodies and all, they are available. This is but nothing but the external feature of the Lord. But this is covered by this 8-fold energy of the Lord. Here Prabhupada mentioned that all these emanations, all these are emanations from the personality of Godhead as his external energy. So these 8 elements is considered as the external energy or the Bahiranga Shakti of the Lord. In the scriptures, we find that Lord has three main categories of energy. One is this external energy, where we are currently in, which is made up of these 8 elements, and this covering of these 8 elements. And then we have another energy called internal energy, or the superior energy of the Lord, through which actually Lord pervades and maintains the entire cosmic manifestation, and especially manifested in the region of Vaikuntha, in the spiritual world. So there, the internal energy of the Lord creates everything, maintains everything, and keeps everything. So the internal energy of the Lord is the another, which is the superior energy of the Lord. Then in between internal and external, we living entity are basically the marginal potency of the Lord. So we are Tatastha Shakti. Tatastha Shakti means that we are on the shore. Like there is one side, there's a water, the one side there's a land. Like if you go to an ocean, you will see on the shore, on the one side there's a water, on one side there's land, and somebody who is basically on the line where the land and the water is meeting, if they are standing there like that. So similarly, we are Tatastha. We are in the middle of internal and external potency. Now it's up to us that where we choose to go. We have a choice. Krishna has given us a free will that we can decide whether we want to go to live under the control of external energy, or will basically stay under the control of internal energy. But we have to stay under some energy, like either internal or external. We cannot stay outside of that. So we have to make a choice where we want to go, and that choice is given to Krishna, given to us by Krishna. So here we are talking about the external potency of the Lord, which is basically having these 8 coverings. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that Lord has a form, and Lord's form is visible, but we cannot see the Lord's form because our eyes is covered by Maya or external energy. And Prabhupada gives very nice analogy here, one very nice example. So as we see in the sky, many times we see clouds, and then clouds are formed because of the sunlight. When the sunlight falls on the ocean, because of the heat of the light, the water evaporates from the ocean and slowly becomes the cloud, formation of cloud. And when that cloud becomes dense in the sky, they come over the land. So for example, we are in Philadelphia, so mostly the clouds comes in Philadelphia from Atlantic Ocean, in mid-Atlantic Ocean, where the clouds forms, and all the hurricanes and all the clouds generally come from that side, and it basically covers the sky of our region. And when it's covered the sky, we cannot see the sun. So here Prabhupada is saying that this covering of sun is like that, as our eyes are covered by Maya. So cloud is a creation of sun. As Prabhupada mentioned, that cloud is nothing but it's a transformation of energy of the sun, and it evaporates the water and bring it over the eyes of us. And clouds are not really very high in the sky. Generally, these rainy clouds, especially the dark not the white clouds, the black clouds, which are the rainy clouds, they are not really very high in the sky. They are very near to the earth surface. So but the sun is very high in the sky, millions of miles. Sun is very far, so cloud cannot cover the sun. So, and sun is way bigger than the earth, right? So cloud cannot see the sun. Cloud only covers our eyes, and sun is still bright, shining in the sky, and people who are other places, they can see the sun. So this covering is actually covering the eyes of the living entities here in the material world. So in reality, cloud covers us, cover our eyes, not the sun. So in reality, we becomes illusion that there is no sun in the sky. That gives us a feeling that there is no sun in the sky. But that's not true, because sun is shining in the sky very, very far distance and is not covered by any cloud. So similarly, Krishna is saying this material energy is a manifestation of Krishna's one of the energies. Material energy is not independent of Krishna. Krishna is saying Bhagavad Gita, this material energy is working under my control. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sa characharam hetu nanena konteya jagat viparivartate. This material energy is one of the multi-energy of Krishna and works under the full control of Krishna. Krishna is saying, Maya adakshena prakriti, suyate sa characharam. This adakshena means Krishna is a controlling power. Krishna is controlling this energy, and that energy is working under the full control of Krishna. If Krishna says you go this side, and meta energy goes this side, go that side, goes that side. So it's like completely under the control of Krishna. In Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma prays like this: Srishti Sthiti Pralashadan Shakti Rekha. Srishti Sthiti Pralashadan Shakti Rekha. Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga. Ichhanu Rupam Apiyasya Cheshtate Sa. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So Lord Brahma, glorifying Krishna, saying, I offer my obeisances to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Govinda, who is one of the energy which is doing this Srishti. Srishti means creation. Sthiti means maintenance. Pralaya means annihilation. So this one energy of Krishna, which is called external energy of Krishna, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralashadan, Shakti, Ekaha. One energy of Krishna is doing these three things: creation, maintenance, and destruction. So, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralashadan, Shakti, Eka. Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga. The name is Durga, or very difficult. Durga means actually which is like a fortress, like which you cannot cross. It's very difficult to cross the power of Durga. Durga means very difficult, very, very difficult, almost impossible for conditioned soul to cover, to go beyond Maya. So this Maya Devi or Durga is a superintendent deity of this material universe, material world. Right? And then this is working like a shadow energy of Krishna. Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga. Shadow means like shadow cannot move by itself. Only when the person wants, the shadow moves. So shadow energy is like it's working behind Krishna. The Maya never comes in front of Krishna. In Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that Krishna Surya Saman, Maya hi andhakar, jahan Krishna taha Maya ne adhikar. Krishna is just like a bright sun, and Maya is like a darkness or ignorance. So wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is sun, there is no question of darkness or ignorance. So Maya doesn't stay in front of Krishna at all, but Maya works behind Krishna. Behind Krishna means on the back side of Krishna. So where there is no Krishna, there is Maya. So in the material world, people do not know Krishna, or people are not interacting with Krishna. People have no knowledge about Krishna. And as soon as a living entity diverted from his eternal duty of serving Krishna, Maya captures that living entity. So we are conditioned in this material world because we forget Krishna. We left Krishna's service. We revolted against Krishna's order. And now we are in this material world, and this material world is under the control of this material energy Durga. So this energy is actually like covering all our eyes. Because we are in this covering of this material energy, we cannot see Krishna. So how we can really perceive that? So in order to see Krishna, we have to cross this illusion created by the material energy. So here Prabhupada says that one of the various energies of these coverings are created by him to cover the eyes of conditioned soul who want to lord it over the material nature. And the reason is that why we are in the material world, here Prabhupada says that we are here to become Lord. We are here to become enjoyer. Krishna is a supreme enjoyer. Bhoktaram yagna tapsam sarvalok maheshwaram suharda sarvbhutanam gyatmam shantim richati. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that I am the ultimate beneficiary, I am the supreme enjoyer, and I am the supreme controller. But living entity under the influence of this material energy, covered by this false ego, thinks that they are the Lord and they want to enjoy this source of material nature. So that's what Prabhupada says, that these coverings are created by him, means by Krishna on us, to cover the eyes of conditioned soul, because we want to lord it over the material nature. We want to become Lord. We want to become enjoyer. By forgetting that Krishna is a supreme enjoyer. Everything belongs to Krishna and everything should be used in Krishna's service. That the time we forget this principle and we start enjoying things for our own self, then we are under the control of Maya. So here further Prabhupada says that actually the conditioned souls are covered by illusory creative cloud of matter, and Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to their eyes. So this is very, very important, that Krishna cover himself by Yog Maya, and living entities' eyes are covered by this external energy Mahamaya. So we cannot see Krishna because of these coverings. So in order to remove this covering, the material covering that we have, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives this recommendation that we should chant the holy name of the Lord. Cheto darpan marjanam bhav mahadavag nirvapanam shreya kairav chandrika vitranam vidyavadhu jivanam ananda ambudhi vardhanam pratipadam purnamrata svadanam sarvat sanapanam param vijate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. By executing the Harinam or Sankirtan, or by chanting the holy name of the Lord, our dirty heart, our heart which is covered by this Maya, will get cleansed. So here Prabhupada says that Lord reserve the right. If Lord want to reveal himself, he will reveal. But if he don't want to reveal, we cannot see the Lord. So we have to depend upon the mercy of the Lord. Without the mercy of the Lord, we cannot see the Lord. So here Prabhupada further says that because they have no eyes of transcendental vision, and because they cannot see personality of Godhead, they therefore deny the existence of Lord and the transcendental form of the Lord. So here Prabhupada giving two reason and two result of that. Here Prabhupada saying that because they have no eyes of transcendental vision, because our eyes are material. Our range of our senses is that we can only see material objects. We cannot perceive even subtle objects. Forget about spiritual objects. So it means our eyes cannot go beyond material things. So we have no transcendental vision. And because of that, we cannot see Krishna. We cannot see Lord. We cannot see the transcendental beautiful form of the Lord, as mentioned in Srimad Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karan Karanam. Lord Brahma mentioned that the form of the Lord is Satchidanand, full of eternity, full of bliss, full of knowledge. But we cannot see that transcendental form because our eyes are covered by Maya, this external energy. And because of that, Prabhupada said that the living entity denies the existence of the Lord. They say there is no Lord. Where is a God? I do not see God. Many people comes and challenge. They say, if you know, if there is a God, show me where he is. Show me where the God is. Because their eyes are completely covered by Maya, they cannot really see the transcendental form of the Lord. And okay, even if they cannot see transcendental form of the Lord, at least they can come and see the deity form of the Lord in the temple. Deity form, they can see from their material eyes. That is Lord's causeless mercy, that Lord is manifesting in the form of deities to give darshan, to give vision to all these conditioned souls who cannot see beyond matter. But Lord has a transcendental form. But Lord agrees to come in the form of deity to give his mercy to all the conditioned souls who cannot see the transcendental form of the Lord. But the devotees who have transcendental vision, like pure devotee of the Lord is manifested in the heart of the devotees. As in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says that Premanjan Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadev Hrdeshu Vilokayanti Yamasham Sundar Machinta Guna Surupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So there Lord Brahma saying that Premanjan Churita Bhakti Vilochanena, the eyes of the devotees or the pure devotees, their eyes are cleaned by this, what you call premanjan. It's the ointment they put it in the eyes, which is with the ointment of love. When they put this ointment of love for Krishna, this pure devotee, the Lord manifest in their heart. Santa Sadev Hridayeshu Vilokiyanti. If you want to see the Lord is always manifested in the heart of the pure devotee of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada, when he came to United States, he just not come by himself. He actually bring the Lord in his heart. He bring the whole Vrindavan environment. Wherever the pure devotees goes, that place become Vrindavan. And especially the Lord is in the heart of Srila Prabhupada. That's why Lord is also manifested here. So the Lord is in the heart of the devotees who are pure. So until us we are not pure, we cannot see the Lord. Right? So this Lord is a transcendental form, and Lord only shows his transcendental form to his devotees. As we see in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna requested Krishna that, "Oh Krishna, please show me your universal form." So Krishna says that you cannot see from this material eyes. I will give you divine eyes. And through these divine eyes, you can see my form. And in that form, you can see past, present, future, and everything, whatever you want to see. Krishna told to Arjuna that whatever you want to see, you can see in this form. And he gave him the divine vision, and Arjuna saw everything. Past, present, and future, what is going to happen to him, what is going to happen to Pandavas, what is going to happen to Kauravas, everything he saw that. And he became frightened. He became so scared that he started praying to Krishna that, "Krishna, please remove this form. I am getting scared. Even the people here and there, they are running to see your this very, very dangerous form of yours." And he asked, like, "In this form, who are you? Why you are here? What is your mission?" At that time, Krishna said that, "I am the time. I here to devour everything." But then Arjuna said, "No, this form is very scary. Can you show me your beautiful form of four-arm Narayana form?" Then Krishna transformed himself into the Narayan form and showed the Narayan form to Arjuna. Arjuna became pacified, but still he was not completely happy, because he's saying that, "Well, in the Narayan form, I cannot play with you, I cannot dance with you, I cannot eat with you, because you have 4 hands, I have 2 hands only. So I want to see your Krishna form, which is the original beautiful form of Krishna. I want to see that form." And on the request of his devotees, devotee Arjuna, Lord actually transformed back into his original Krishna form of 2 arms, Shyam Sundar form. And Arjuna, when he saw, he became completely blissful by seeing the beautiful form of Lord Shyam Sundar. So that means like Krishna reserved the right. We see that Krishna showed 3 forms to Arjuna. And all these 3 forms, you need divine vision. You really cannot see by your naked material eyes. So Krishna reserved the right to reveal himself or not to reveal to the devotees. But because devotees are the servants of Krishna and they love Krishna, so Krishna manifests in front of devotees. But for the materialistic people, their eyes are always covered by this eightfold energy: earth, fire, air, ether, water, mind, intelligence, false ego. So this eightfold energy of Krishna, which is the external energy of Krishna, covers the eyes of the living entity, and we cannot see beyond that. But Krishna says that, in order to cross this material covering, you have to surrender to me. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that whoever surrender to me, they can actually cross this material energy very easily. Mam maya drutya, mameva prapadante, maya metam tarantite. Krishna is saying that this material energy of mine is very difficult to overcome. It's very, very difficult to overcome. No one can overcome this material energy of Krishna by their own effort. Only when we surrender to Krishna, we can actually cross this material energy and we can see Krishna. By our own endeavor, it's not possible. We need mercy of Krishna. We need mercy of devotee of Krishna. Without that, we really cannot cross by our own endeavor. That's what Krishna is saying. Mam maya drutya, mameva prapadante, maya metam tarantite. Whoever surrender unto me, they can actually reach to me. Otherwise, no one can. So here Prabhupada in the final says that this covering of gigantic material feature is accepted by such man with a poor fund of knowledge, and how this is so explained in the following verse. So we'll see that how this basically accepted by the people with a poor fund of knowledge in the next verses. All right, let me stop here and see if there's anyone have any comment or any question up till now.
Thank you, Prabhu. You explained very nicely about all energies of the Lord, external and internal. So that was very good. And that's why Sukadeva Goswami is explaining all the coverings, how our eyes are covered in this material world and how we can see the real light beyond that, that which we can get from the Guru, spiritual master. And that's why we have to take the shelter of the spiritual master and learn from him and ask a question very humbly. Then we can definitely learn the art of knowing Bhagavatam in the true sense. Today I was hearing under a class of Bhagavatam, when there the glories of Bhagavatam, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to what was name? Devananda Prabhu. So
yes,
yeah, it was really nice and eye-opening, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained, that if we have pride, actually, then we will not learn anything. So like cup is full, if the cup is full, then we cannot put anything in. If we have pride that I know everything, then we will never learn anything. So we have to empty the cup before we go to Guru or ask any question. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Guru Ishwar Puri told him that you are a fool. Although he knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he's saying like that. So actually, in front of Guru, always the student is the disciple is always a fool, and that kind of, if we have the humbleness that way, then only we can learn. Otherwise, if we had pride, forget it. We will not learn anything. We can hear Bhagavatam as much as you want, but we will not hear. So thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the reflections, Prabhu. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, anyone else have any other comment or any questions?
Just another reflection, Prabhu.
Yes,
Two
Mataji.
things that I was thinking is, one thing is we keep hearing how Bhagavatam is graduate study and Bhagavad Gita is the undergrad study. When you are talking about this universal form, you know, in Bhagavad Gita, the universal form was described, but we see this whole chapter. This chapter is describing the universal form in so much more detail. So, until now we kept hearing that it is the graduate study, but with this chapter, I got that understanding even more. And about the point that Kaivalya Prabhu made about humility, that is so important. And I think for us, because we were taught such hodgepodge, we also have to clear out all that misinformation that we have. And that is also very difficult, just like being humble is being difficult, even that is difficult because we've been explaining things in a not right manner, and clearing that out so that all this information can be accepted in its right form. Two things that I'm thinking. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's a wonderful reflection because I know, like being in a Indian culture, like things were basically coming in like bunches here and there from different places, different things. So it's given it's basically become like very confusing, like what is right, what is wrong. But when we systematically hear Srimad Bhagavatam, all things will get clear. That's very important point. Even I felt that one. I start learning when I start hearing Srimad Bhagavatam systematically. That's makes my so many concepts very clear after that. Shamali, thank you very much for sharing. Anyone else have any question, comment?
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for all these slokas you're saying, mentioning, from Brahma Samhita, from other Bhagavad Gita slokas also. That reminds me all the slokas which I learned. And each and everything, even Brahma was saying all those things. Who am I to know anything?
Yes.
And then the only thing is, like you said, we're from India and we get lots of movies and other different Bhagavatams we listen. We get confused. So
Yes.
Srila Prabhupada is the one, as it is, he gave us the information. So that is very good. And one more thing is, without bhakti, we cannot learn anything and we cannot see anything. That is the main thing we need to have. Just like that, listening or doing and nothing will help. And Guru is very important for that in that thing. And if Guru is not there, just like that reading like a novel, it won't help us. So the Guru is the one who opens our eyes to learn proper way. And then Bhagavatam, we are in 10th canto right now, 10th chapter, 2nd canto only. But up to this, how much we learn, how much, for me, I'm talking about, how much I learned from this, different things from all these chapters, all these, from 1 to 2, 2nd canto. Further, forget it, but until now. And then in other chapters, he's explaining, like today we are, the God is saying that, that one you are saying, covering the clouds, and there's the internal and external energy of God. But until that, how much we have to learn, what every part of the God, part of his body, limbs of his body, how many things they explained in other chapters. That was really amazing. So really, if we put our brain and learn that, it's not that easy. And where is God? God is not there. That kind of questions won't arise at all. That's a lot of people, they ask, where is God? And you always say, believe Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But that is not the thing. Once they know all this, it's not that simple thing, simple word.
Yes, Mataji.
So for that, Guru is very important.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you very much, Mataji. You brought a very good important point. Like especially like even the other Cavalier Prabhu brought it. This importance of learning from
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada is very, very important because this knowledge is coming in Parampara, and Srila Prabhupada stressed so much that we should understand this in Parampara, and that's the only way we can actually get the authorized knowledge. The bona fide spiritual master is the key for all our spiritual knowledge. So thank you very much,
Yeah.
Padre.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
All right. Anyone else have any other comment or question before we end? All right. Anyone? Okay. So thank you all for joining today morning for Srimad Bhagavatam. So wonderful. So we'll close now. Hare Krishna, everyone. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day.
Thank you very much,
Pancha
Prabhu.
kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu
Sindhu
vacha
Devi.
patitanam
Patitanam
pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय
Jai.
श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय श्रील
Jai.
प्रभात की जय
Jai.
और प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
Hari
बोल।
Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
थैंक
Thank
यू
you, Prabhuji.